Ray-Pec community, welcome to another staff spotlight. We are here at the East Middle School Library, home of the Huskies, talking to school counselor Dylan Ziegemeier. Dylan, welcome to our program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Mr. Z, as they call you here at East Middle School. Tell me what it's like being a school counselor at a middle school.
It's my dream job. I really love it. I love being at the middle school level because I feel like I can impact the kids more than at any other grade level. And I love being able to help them in any way that they need help, whether it's a friendship issue, whether it's a parent issue, whether it's a teacher issue, or just somebody that they need to talk to that they don't have at home. I just love being that person that they can rely on, trust, and know that's going to be there every single day for them.
That trusting, confiding adult. Our kids need that. It's great. So tell me a little bit about your history of getting here, because I know your wife is a proud Ray-Pec Panther graduate, right?
Yep.
And you've been with us as a team member since 2021. So tell me a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, so I grew up in St. Louis. Some say it's the better side of the state. I don't know if that's true or not. But went to school out there. My school growing up didn't have a school counselor. And so growing up, I've always wanted to help people, didn't know how. But looking back, I felt like I wanted to be that person that I didn't have growing up. So that's how I got into the school counselor route. Went to Truman State University where I met my wife who went to Ray-Pec. We started dating on graduation day at Truman and we're long distance ever since. But it's always cool to hear her talk about Ray-Pec because a few of the teachers here, Mrs. Nitz and Mrs. Twinner, taught her when she was in middle school at South.
Oh, that's fun.
And so it's cool to see how long of an impact that has made on her and how much of an influence those teachers are still making today.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a school counselor, you get to connect with our kids in a very special way. And we were talking before, you also get the chance to fold in our staff into those conversations as well. So tell me what that is like, bringing everyone together to help solve student issues.
Yeah, I think as much as it's important to form that relationship with kids, I think it's just as important to form that relationship with my admin team, my teachers, my staff, my custodians, everybody, because with a caseload of 400 kids, I know I will not have that lasting impact on every single one of my kids, but I know that somebody in this building will. So I want to form that relationship with my staff because I want them to trust in me and feel like if they see an issue of a kid that they need more help than that they can do in the classroom, that they can reach out to me and know that Mr. Z's got it. So I think forming that relationship with my staff and me also trusting in them, knowing that they are here for the kids and they can help the kids just as much as I can is very important because they're honestly with the kids more than I am. Right. They have 45-minute classes where I might just see a kid for 20 minutes once a week. So
in our earlier conversation, the fact that you're out and about in PE classes and other places, just to make those connections with students is so darn important.
Yeah, because growing up, I realized that every kid's at a different place in their life, and some might need that one-on-one connection in my office. Some might need that person to play with them in PE and know, like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. When something does come up, I feel like I can go and talk to him because I know him better now, that he's kind of like a goofy guy that has fun. He might not be the best at kickball, but he likes to have fun with us. Or I like to go in the FACS classroom when they're cooking and ask them how they made it and to kind of ask about their passions and their interests because that is their world. And if I could be that person that's interested in what they're interested in, it's like story time. Yeah. They talk for my ear off for 30 plus minutes and I love it because it's just so interesting to see what they like to do, and I'm all about supporting kids.
Let's hear it for all the goofy guys in the world.
Yeah, right. Love it.
We have some fun with it. So at the beginning of the year, in our August convocation, we talked about three things that this organization will be. We'll be an organization that truly cares for kids each and every day. We're going to be an organization that helps our kids pass their preconceived limitations, help them do hard things. And we're going to be an organization that provides opportunity for all of our students. Of those three, or maybe a combination of those, which one resonates with you the most as a school counselor? Yeah,
those all three are good, and you can't go wrong with picking any of those three. I think at the end of the day, you just have to meet kids where they're at, because every kid, although they might be in the same grade level as each other, 6th, 7th, or 8th, they're all at different places in their life. Like I said, they either need that adult in their life that they don't have at home, whether they need that person just to tell them they did a good job on a test, or that person that's going to hold them more accountable. Right. So I think all three of those kind of intertwine together with that to best help kids be successful. And I know I might not be planting that seed in the kid, but I might be watering it for somebody down the road in high school to water that seed or even plant that seed. So just being on their journey, on their path to hopefully help them grow, help them overcome something that they're struggling with, and to realize that they can overcome it. And it's not going to be the determination of what their life could become just because one obstacle got in their way.
And so, we've talked several times off camera and before now, and then hearing you talk, you're mission driven.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. The mission is the student and helping them through whatever challenges they have. What led to your mission driven approach to what you're doing here?
I could probably pinpoint that. One, my grandmother, she was the best person in the world, and she passed away in May, so it's a little sad thinking about, but she was the best. But she instilled that into me, and then I went on mission trips in high school, and it just put into the light of how happy some of these kids are that have nothing.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to help people who I feel like I could help and be there for them, because I didn't have that growing up except for my grandmother. And so I feel like having that mission, and I know that I'm not going to see the fruit of my labor here or tomorrow or the next week. It's going to be later down the road. But I know that if I can do the best that I can now to help these kids, that would be my mission, because I think that has the lasting impact that I want to have and wanted to have when I was growing up.
That's
for
awesome.
Sure.
I'm so pleased you are part of our team in helping kids here at East Middle School. Thanks for being a part of our program today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Ray-Pec community.
One second, Dr. Schlegel.
This is the first time I've ever been interrupted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, don't fire me. I apologize.
What do we have here?
I wanted to hand you this.
Okay, this is an Uno card.
Welcome, Ray-Pec community. I am your host, Dylan Ziegemeier, counselor at East Middle School, here interviewing Dr. Mike Schlegel, superintendent of the entire district. How are you doing today, Dr. Schlegel?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Awesome. So I had 2 or 3 questions for you today.
Okay.
If you could entertain the thought. This is going to be, I think, your 60th staff spotlight here at Ray-Pec since you've joined a little over 3 years ago. Out of the 60 staff members that you've interviewed, what would you say is one common theme that you really think that Ray-Pec staff has that best benefits our kids today?
Oh, that's an awesome question. First of all, you've totally taken me by surprise. I did not know this was going to happen.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah. I think it's the depth of relationship that our family members have for one another. I call them family members on purpose, because this community is still small enough to exhibit a small town values. At the same time, we're able to do big city kind of stuff.
Sure.
So it's all about, I think, the relationships our families have for each other and our staff have for one another.
That's awesome. And since you've joined this community, you've left your footprint everywhere throughout this district with all the buildings you've implemented, all the new programs you've started. What would you say something is the most proud of that you've started or that you've implemented since joining Ray-Pec that might have been a challenge at the time, but something looking back, you're like, I'm really proud that we started doing this at Ray-Pec?
Yeah, first of all, I think it's the team that we have to work with, second to none. They have a laser focus on student activities, student opportunities first. I think the biggest thing I'm most proud of is that there are more opportunities for students today than there were in the history of the Ray-Pec School District. We're not even done yet. So not only the career programs that we've instituted, but also all the way through from early childhood through 12, there are more opportunities for kids now than there were before, and there's going to be more tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We're not done yet, but it's about the opportunities for kids.
Well, we appreciate all you've done for Ray-Pec and will continue to do. My final question, my wife is going into labor any day now.
Yes.
How many views does this video have to get for me to get an extra week of paternity granted by Ray-Pec?
I'll let Dr. Hatfield, our assistant superintendent of HR, handle that. I would give you as many as you wanted, but I know there's rules and regulations I need to live by.
Like, share, and subscribe. Send this to all your friends, please. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Dylan Ziegemeier here at East Middle School. Tune in next time. We'll have another special guest. Until then, keep smiling and we'll see you soon.